Hello everyone, and welcome back to another Sims 4 Vampire LP episode. So, today we were invited to hang out with Caleb Vitor. So he invited us both over to, he's just trying to get to know us better, because he is a part of the Vampire Council, so he knew our mother, like he and his sister did, just vaguely though. Not well, because she died a couple years ago. Well, she died like a year and a half ago, but and they were just starting, so they didn't really know her, but they want to get to know us better, and we've never met Lillith. So it's really great that we're getting to meet her. And Lillith actually is like one of my favorite townies ever. Like Belagoth, Lies Pancakes, of course. And Lillith Vitor, because I don't know, I just think she's really pretty. In her own special way. We're going to have him give her a friendly introduction. I feel like he's only rude to guys. Like, he's not rude to girls. He's in his dark form, darling. Caleb wants to chat with him, and they're just enjoying each other's company, which I think's nice. He definitely needs someone to talk to. Oh, Dad. Maybe we'll go out with him tonight. But I definitely think that Lance needs someone to talk to other than his brother. I mean, he does hang out with Caleb, but he needs to hang out with some girls. You can't just hang out with guys. Are you fighting right now? You're literally like, you don't have the ability to be nice to anyone. Oh, but darling. Okay, what kind of books do vampires like to read? Something they can really sink their teeth into. Hilarious. So he's gonna kind of talk about what's going on with the council right now, because they're like debating some things that some people are trying to pass. Some vampires want to make it so that humans aren't allowed in Forgotten Hollow, and if anyone is found, they can be disposed of, and these two are totally against it because they're good people, honestly. But Vlad is trying to push that idea so that he can drink from more humans than's technically allowed, because you're only allowed to drink from humans if absolutely necessary, technically, or if they allow it. Like, you can only compel them if it's necessary. When you get back into the conversation, darling, you can learn to be a little nice. I mean, I feel like he'd want to chat up Lillith. He might be mean to everyone else, but he's gonna hit up them ladies. He definitely needs a girl in his life, too, so, He would never do that. My bad. He loves being a vampire. He wouldn't be depressed about it. He's gonna try to be nice. If he ends up not being nice, it's kind of out of my control. Because that's just the way he is. Ooh. We're gonna compliment her house. Then maybe we'll talk to Caleb and let our brother kind of try to make friends, I guess. We're not doing dart stuff. He wants to learn some logic skill? I'm not surprised. He does want to get to know Lillith, though, so we will get to know her a little bit. I totally forgot that he is, awkward. Like, he's against romance. I completely forgot. I think that's adorable. I really want to get him with someone then. Lillith is outgoing, which I am not surprised by. And she's unemployed, which I'm not surprised. Most vampires really don't have jobs unless they're trying to fit in with human society, which of course some vampires look down on. Oh, and she's creative. That's cool. So, like, people like Vlad don't like vampires that try to fit in with humans. Why does he want to do this? And, like, when do you ever even see people being intimate in public, really? It's not often. Okay. You know, I used to sneeze 5 times, and now it's down to 3, which is interesting. I kind of wonder why that is. That sounds like a lot for most people, but not for me. My sneezes always come out in the same amount, too, which is weird. You're not reading. You're making friends. They're trying to discuss what they think, because, technically speaking, one of us is going to replace our mother on the council. Or maybe they'll allow both of us to join. I'm not really sure how that's going to go. But when that does happen, you know, we have to be prepared. So, like, it'll be like a club, and it'll have all of the vampires on the council, and they'll just kind of discuss things that they want to change about the town, or, like, talk about anyone who needs reprimanding for things that they've done, stuff like that. Let's be a little bit of funny. I did friendly. Let's tell a joke. Jokes always work well. I think she's really attractive, honestly. And I think that Dominic can kind of tell that Lance is really enjoying talking to her, and he feels kind of left out. And I don't think he appreciates that. And now they're showing off powers to each other, and he really doesn't appreciate that because he knows that Lance is more powerful than he is. As much as he likes to pretend it isn't true, it's become very apparent that it is. I want more orange juice. That's cute. They're really getting along well. And I think Caleb notices this, and he likes that. Because when vampires want to get married, a lot of the times, it's their elders that decide if it's an okay marriage, like it's acceptable and it will benefit them. But I don't know, maybe Caleb would want to do that. So he's just gonna try and talk her up a little bit. You know, get to know her a little bit more, because he doesn't like that his brother is getting all the attention. Let's put in our best effort. I bet he can be funny. He can try. Oh, see that? You talk about the dead, you know, usual stuff. But yeah, so in the next couple parts, maybe, I think they'll have it so that there'll be a meeting, and the council will decide who should be added to the clan, if neither of them should be, or one of them, or 2 of them. It all depends on, like, how well they perform with their powers and stuff. And Lance is getting on to play the organ. Is that what it's called, right? Pipe organ? He's actually pretty good. I forgot what his skill level was. Like, last night when we were at the bar, his skills, like, went up really far, didn't they? He's level 3. That is pretty darn good. Okay. Dominic's actually making some friends, and I'm really proud of him. And damn, Lillith, you go, girl. Okay, we cannot click on her when she's moving like that. Let's gossip about Vlad. Obviously he likes Vlad. Vlad is his type of person, but he wants to get to know, you know, what they're thinking and all that stuff. So we're gonna, like, tell a dramatic story of this one time when Vlad was mentoring him, and he tried to, and he told him it was okay to do things that weren't okay. I don't really know what I'm talking about. We'll have them go play chess together, and we'll just let those 2 talk with each other. He really does like to be in his dark form. I don't think he really cares to try and pretend to be a human. It's just not his style. He's gonna try to show off his powers to her. I want to see how that works. I'd actually be interested in seeing how well it would work if they like tried to duel, or if he'd get his ass whooped. I'd ask her to cloud gaze, but we'd both burn to death. You know, usual stuff. I kind of don't understand that interaction, if I'm going to be honest. Like, what are you showing off by doing this? Oh, yeah. What powers did we give him again? It's like, I kind of want to test it out, because we gave him some powers over humans. I think we gave him the ability to control their minds. Yes, and to talk to themselves. So I'd be interested in checking that out. Oh, that's not what I want to do. Okay. So maybe once it gets dark enough to where we don't burn to death, we'll see if we can find some humans and mess with their minds a little bit. We're gonna see if she's single or if she's already been paired with another vampire. You never know. But yeah, because like the vampire, it's like hard, because alright, there's normal vampires, and then there's like, what's the right word that I'm looking for? There's like, oh God, I can't remember the word. But there's like vampires that are like original vampires, like they weren't turned, or they're like descended from original vampires, so they're like, they're very powerful, and like they just have powers that other vampires don't. And the Vampire Council wants to make it so that we continue to have powerful vampires. There's our dad. So they kind of try to pair up any eligible like descended vampires together. There is totally a word for it, and I'm totally spacing out on it, and it's kind of annoying. So we're gonna like chat about the property values, like seeing how high level of a vampire we have to be before we can get a nicer house, you know? Like, we want a bigger and more grand house. So we'll kind of ask about that. And, you know, we're gonna compliment her. We're trying to get on her good side, get her to vote for us to join the council. That's really what we're trying to do right now. And maybe we'll try to smooth up to Caleb later, but Caleb kind of doesn't like us, so I don't know how that'll work. So for now, we're just going to focus on schmoozing up to up to Lillith. So we're going to be like, you know, you're really pretty. Like, has anyone ever told you that your eyes are the color of brownies? He's trying, guys. He's trying. But so she accepted our number, and she's now inside of us, so that's a good sign. But oh, holy crap, she is into us. She just like grabbed our hands. Well, now I'm confused, because she just like grabbed our hands and started talking to us, and now she's upset. Darling, what did you do? I'm like confused of what he did. I don't know. He's going to try to repair whatever damage he has done. And he's going to talk to Caleb a little bit, because Caleb is really someone he can confide in. That's so sweet. They're so, oh, I love it. He's going to kind of be like, yeah, I'm having a hard time with this whole vampire thing, but I really appreciate you helping me. Oh, that's super cute. So let's kind of get back to fixing this awkward situation as we're sitting in her weird single bedroom, which I do think is weird. We're going to be like, hey, what did I do that upset you? I totally didn't mean to do anything. I'm sorry. Look how attractive I am. Look at these muscles. There's no reason to feel awkward. Let's see if we can apologize. No. I really don't know what happened. Because I know that she grabbed her hands and then all of a sudden she was really awkward. So we're going to express our admiration and be like, I think you're a really awesome person. Like, my mother used to talk about, well, she didn't really tell us what was going on, but I remember her talking about this young girl who was in the club that she was in, and I think she was talking about you, and I think she really admired you. Well, that definitely means a lot to Lillith, because obviously their mom was a very powerful vampire. But I think he's lying about that, because she would have never mentioned that she's in any club, even if she said, like, club instead of, you know, what they are. Okay. Let's try to compliment her appearance again, you know? Just be like, she just flirted with us. See, she's confusing. She's pulling off all kinds of signs. I don't know what's happening. Should we try to make a move on her? Might be too soon. But I feel like I try to never use risky question because I feel like that just doesn't go well. Oh, awake for 24 hours straight. Because we the G's. So we're going to try to make a move on her. See how she reacts to us. Trying to do that. Oh, she is liking it. I think. We're going to tease flirtatiously because that's always adorable. I literally love the interactions while sitting down. And I really hate that, like, you can't make out unless you're standing. Is that correct? Like, literally, it doesn't let you make out with a sim unless you're sitting, is what I meant to say. Like, I don't understand that. We're going to give her a little massage, you know. Tell her how pretty she is. I think she's beautiful, but also she just has a lot of muscle, which I completely understand because she's a vampire. But that kind of puts me off. Like, that's not something I necessarily find completely attractive on a girl. But she pulls it off, okay. Alright, let's tease her flirtatiously, because that's so cute. Oh, that is so cute. They're really hitting it off. Well, I'm not surprised. He's always been a ladies' man. Must be something to do with his charm. But he's definitely not going to make it official. But he also is going to lay down as much moves as he can. Because, again, we don't necessarily know when the Vampire Council is going to meet. So we need her on our side, like, immediately, just in case. And I think she might be. I think she definitely voted for us. Arr. Okay, I'm going to let them do whatever they want. They're still talking. They are such cute friends. I love them together. They're super, like, he's just such a good friend. And that's awesome because, you know, all the other friends we've had in our series definitely didn't work out as well as I would like them to. Because, you know, like, Amber, we messed her life up, so she's not very happy with us. Like, we stole her boyfriend in the 100 Baby Challenge, and, you know, I don't feel like he'd ever ask her to be his girlfriend, though. I just don't feel like he's the type of guy who would do that, but I also feel like he's the type of guy who would literally do anything for power, so I don't know. We'll see what happens. If he feels like she might vote the other way, then I feel like he'd definitely do whatever he can. I'm kind of wondering if he'd go this far. And honestly, I think he would. Like, I just feel like, well, why not? I mean, she's very attractive, which is definitely a bonus to what he's doing. But yeah, we're going to go enjoy some fun time in what I believe is Caleb's bed. Or maybe not, actually. Maybe this is just an extra kid's room. But so we're gonna let them woohoo, and hopefully Caleb doesn't hear any noises from upstairs, because he will not be happy. For one, he genuinely doesn't completely like Dominic. He doesn't trust him. You can kind of see through his facade. So I definitely don't think he would want him talking to his sister. Oh, okay, I was gonna see if he's going upstairs, but no, he's just gonna read a book. We're getting pretty darn tired, so I kind of feel like we should go home. So we're gonna go upstairs and talk to Lance and be like, hey, do you want to head home? It's getting pretty late. Or not talk to Lance, talk to Dominic. We are Lance. So we're gonna just give him a little goodbye hug and come up here and be like, hey, let's head home. And then he'll give Lillith a little awkward goodbye hug, because I really want to see that. So they definitely had some fun times. Ooh. Okay. So you're just gonna be like, hey bro, I think it's time to head home. It's like my vampiric energy is pretty darn low. It's like, alright, it's fine. I'm ready to go. So we're gonna have him go home, and we're gonna wait for him to say goodbye to Lillith, because he would never leave without saying goodbye. He's too awesome. That's kind of weird. You can see where our relationship bar is, but it's like weird right now. I thought those were like floating fairies for a second. I got really confused. Hang on, I want to give a goodbye hug to her. So let's just be like, hey, we're gonna get going. It was really nice to meet you. I really, really enjoyed it. I would definitely love if you would both come over sometime. And she's like, yeah, I'd love that. Maybe like tomorrow night or something. We'll call you. We can go out on the town, maybe have some fun. He's like, that sounds great. Can I have an awkward hug? No? Well, I'm gonna fix that. I don't really know how the whole awkwardness goes. So I'm just gonna kind of fix a little relationship loss real quick. Because, yeah, I don't completely understand that. Ooh, that's flirty? I didn't know that was a romantic thing. That should have just been a hug. What? Okay. I guess that's my bad then. Learning new things, man. I don't know. Alright. So actually, I'm gonna end this part here. We are making some important alliances on both sides. One intentionally, one not intentionally, just being a good guy. But, so, in the next episode, we'll have to see what happens, actually. I don't know. I haven't really thought about that. But I hope you guys like what's going on in the series. I do like it. I'm just trying to kind of figure out more of a plot line, because I had one, but it's definitely shifted from what I originally thought. But anyways, I love you guys so much. Don't forget to give me a like if you enjoyed it, and comment anything you want the series to do. I would really enjoy you guys' input. Alright, I love you all so much, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye!